Hi everyone, so just wanted to make this video to clarify the current situation and why my channel looks so bare and update on how I feel, since my last video. And I feel fantastic. I feel like I did 3 years ago when I used to go on about how great I felt. And just wanted to share how have I got from the situation where a couple of videos ago I was saying I was complaining about joint pain, eczema, not feeling as good as I would like to feel. So, first and foremost, I mentioned Dr. John Sarno's book, which I think is fantastic. I wish I had that book during recovery. I feel like that was essential to me at this time. It felt like the final obstacle to me healing at this time. The reason why I felt so fantastic 3 years ago without that book is because I created this artificial environment where I avoided any triggers, and this is why people might follow my advice and just constantly feel like they're not progressing like they should, because they are in an environment that is triggering them on a weekly basis, let's say. That's possible. So, although that was fantastic that I was able to do that at the time, that is not good when you go out into normal life. You can't just avoid triggers your whole life. You have to address deep-rooted personality traits, emotional problems that are detrimental to your health. So at this time, for the last 2 years, I've gone out into normal life and been engaging with all types of people and being confronted with situations where it triggers me. Now, my health was fine at the beginning, but slowly over time, that wasn't benefiting me. My health, it just didn't feel right. Something just didn't feel right. It felt off. And like, right, I'll go back to my old diet, and but I still don't feel right, and it's because I wasn't addressing the emotional issues that I had at the peak of my chronic illness. So this year really has been a learning experience for getting myself independent and emotionally sound. So Dr. John Sarno's book, fantastic. I love the book, and I've had a lot of people saying they've read the book and it's like a light bulb goes on. They know that this is important for them, and I think it's important for many people out there that are struggling with ill health. I feel like the power of the mind is just huge over the body. And if you've lived your life with traumas and pain and certain ways of viewing reality, because we all see the world very differently, and you're not addressing that, I think that's something you might want to look into. So that, fantastic for me. Light switch goes on. The first couple of chapters are like, this is for me, I know this is it. So ever since I've implemented John Sarno's work, joint pain gone. Little flicks here and there, and I go, I know that is unconscious anger, unconscious emotion that I haven't expressed for years. And when I mention that, within 5 minutes, joint pain's gone. And I think it's a fantastic book. And if you haven't read it, I recommend you read that. Secondly, with the eczema, changed my detergent and the eczema is almost fully gone. It's not completely gone, but it's almost fully gone. I think it was a combination of the soap I was using and the laundry detergent I was using. And as well, because I've been addressing emotional problems, maybe it was that, maybe it wasn't the detergent. I don't know. So that's the other thing. And thirdly, I mentioned earlier that I was having a job interview, and I won't give too much details yet, but I have been employed, and that has been like the end goal really of when I started this channel. I got myself from the pits of hell, what felt like hell, extreme anxiety, never leaving the house, no social interactions with anyone my age, pain, fatigue, insomnia, just the bottom of the pit, to extremely healthy, happy, with a partner, expressing myself the way I should, not suppressing things, and being employed and being independent. I think that's really important for me. It's been definitely something that I've been almost fearful of, and I'm reaching that end point, and it's just made me feel so much better. I know that a lot of people mentioned in the comments about, maybe it's your diet, man, and I almost fell into that. But I don't believe the diet thing as much as I once did. I believe that diet is an important pillar of recovery, but I think some people, they change their diets over and over again, and they get an initial change and they think, oh, it's working, and it's almost like a placebo effect. And then they go down again, and they're just constantly going, what do I need to take out? It's like a Rubik's Cube. You're changing this Rubik's Cube to all these different fruit groups, and you think that once you get the right combination, it's going to go, wow, I feel fantastic. I took out grains this week and I feel great. I didn't want to fall into that trap. I know from personal experience that when I was recovering the first time round, I could easily have fallen into that trap. Whenever I felt anything unsavoury after an hour of eating, I'd go, what did I eat? What do I need to change? But I didn't want to fall into that, because I remember when I was recovering the first time, when I was recovering the first time, I drew the line. I said, no more changes, address other problems. And I ended up feeling fantastic and doing all that cycling and everything. So I knew from experience that you cannot just blame diet all the time. It's it's everything that has to change. So I almost fell into the trap of going, you know what, 4 or 5 years vegan, maybe my body's deteriorating and I'm not getting enough, what was it? Gelatin? I can't remember exactly. Some theories people were telling me. I almost fell into that. But after John Sonno's book, no joint pain at all. And I believe that is at the heart of many people's problems. I love the guy. I love the book. Recommend it completely. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. And the last point I'd like to make about diet is important. Obviously, you don't want to put rubbish in your body. But if you just got those blinders on and you're just looking at diet everywhere you turn and you're just always questioning your diet, that is so self-punishing. It's just so exhausting to be constantly questioning your diet. But yeah, the reason why I took down my videos is because I didn't want it to impact my chance of employment, because there are videos where I excessively swear, I talk about things that maybe could be detrimental to my chances. I'm not sure at this time. I didn't want to risk it because it's such an important step of my life for me. So that's why my videos are currently down. Maybe I'll have to remake videos in a non-swearing way, a explicit way. Maybe I'll have to tone it down a bit. And I'd love to actually do well-edited videos. I've been doing a bit of journaling recently about how can I do something for an hour, like an hour documentary, and get everything in that will direct someone in the right direction. And I'd love to do that. That's something I'd love to do this year. So yeah, I hope everyone else is doing fine. I know a lot of people have read John Sarno's books and they're just lights clicking for them. They're feeling better for it. And it just makes sense to them, and it does make sense to me. I feel like the imprint of us as children growing up, and whatever you've experienced, if you're out there and you've experienced traumatic things, and your view of the world is a certain way, all these different things I feel can keep you in a rut and keep you locked in your mind and be very detrimental for your health in general. Another book I've been reading is I think it's The Completion Process or something by Teal Swan. And that's very interesting as well. And it documents people that have had fibromyalgia and addressed emotional issues that have kept them in a state of trauma and triggers. And it all makes sense, because if you're in that triggered state, you're not recovering. And if it's affecting your sleep, you're not recovering at all either. So it's just a combined effort that really gets you out of this situation. I'm just so happy that I feel the way I do again, and just finding the answer, it's been good. I really appreciate the responses, guys. It really has helped me. All the kind comments and everything and the recommendations. I wouldn't be sitting here in this video right now if it wasn't for those recommendations. It probably been drawn out even longer than it had to. So yeah, awesome. Not sure what else I can say in this video. I might put the videos back online. I might choose certain videos to put back online. But yeah, feeling good again, guys. And I think if there's anything you can take away from this video is to, even if you're somebody that you feel like you're just a chilled, relaxed out person, really understand that the back of your mind there is probably unconscious anger, emotion, rage that you're not expressing, and that energy is going somewhere and it's probably not benefiting you whatsoever. So look into that. Don't be so too concerned about your diet. Just make sure you're eating healthy foods and eating enough calories. That's important. I really believe that's important. And also, like I always say, sleep's very important. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate everything. And yeah, see where we go from there. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next video.